Greetings to my team of 144, all Starseeds, Lightworkers, and Wayshores. It is 105-2019, October 5th, 2019. Another day of massive waves coming in. They're intensifying every day, accelerating, expanding until we transition into the 1010 Galactivation portal. This morning, as these energetic waves came in, I had multiple lucid dreams, very vivid lucid dreams, where I brought my waking attention, the tonal, into the nawal, into the dream world. And many years ago, I trained in the dreaming arts of lucid dreaming by looking at our hands. You look at your hands, and you program your subconscious, or what we call your inner conscious mind, to know that you are dreaming when you look at your hands in your dreams. And this occurred multiple times. And this is one of the first times that I would go into a dream, look at my hands, realize I'm dreaming, play out that role, and then go in between the dream worlds, in between worlds into the void, and then enter another dream, and then become lucid again. This happened multiple times, maybe 4 or 5 times in a row before I came back to full waking consciousness. It takes a lot of chi, a lot of energy to be able to do the lucid dreaming. Don Juan Matu, that taught Carlos Castaneda these techniques, he would have him gather energy by what he would call stalking energy, by taking on different roles, breaking routines. There's many different techniques to raise energy, to cultivate energy, store the energy. And he would have him take on different storylines, breaking routines and living these stories out in this realm to gather energy, to collect it, to manipulate energy in a sense, to be able to build his energy body, to be able to perform these dreaming arts. And there's 9 gates to dreaming, 9 gateways. You can read Carlos Castaneda's books to learn more about that. Many of the Winged Nation came to me. First started off today with a beautiful hawk, massive hawk circling overhead, transmitting the hawk medicine, which is very uplifting to the spirit. Then the vulture came from the winged messengers. And then throughout the day, great blue heron, great white egrets. I went for a hike at a nature preserve, and many of the swans, the geese, the kingfisher, the fisher of kings. I also had a cute little raccoon that climbed into a hole in the tree that played peekaboo with me for about 20 minutes. It was a precious little critter. So with this 1010 portal coming in the next 5 days, it'll be Thursday, October 10th. It'll be the culmination of a 19-year cycle. 19 is 10. So we'll have the 1010 and the 19. So it'll be a 10-10-10 portal. 1010 is celebrated World Mental Health Day. And this year the focus will be on suicide prevention, which is very symbolic for the releasing of the old. Part of the shift into the new earth is rising up from that, the negative polarity, from the suffering, from the duality. Also, October 10th is celebrated the National Day of the Republic of China. On October 10th, 1911, was the Wuchang Uprising, which led to the end of the Qing dynasty, one of the longest dynasties, the Qing dynasty. Also, we have, the double tens, which 1010. We also had last week 2 fireballs that crashed in Chile, South America, which scientists are trying to figure out what these objects were. They say they were identified, and they know they were not meteorites. So we got the 2 fires, the duality, the 2 flames crashing into the crown of the Kundalini of Gaia, rising up through the Andes Mountains. Also in Ecuador, in the foothills of the Andes, for the last few days, there's been a national strike, strikes for workers across the whole country due to austerity measures from the governments. So more corruption in governments around the world. This is nothing new, but we're seeing uprisings, people rising up all over the world against the tyranny of the control mechanisms, the systems that have been keeping people enslaved, especially the Babylonian debt slavery system, the education systems, the corruption of these things in themselves were not bad, were not of the negative polarity until they were hijacked, like many things have been, from the dark energies, from the false manifestations of the mind. So the first of today's transmissions from James McConnell, Kara of the Pleiadians. We are uncloaking our ships to those who are ready to see. I am Kara. I so appreciate these times that I can be here, and all of my brothers and sisters as well can be here with you to help you to communicate, to bring messages of hope, of joy, and messages of oneness. Today, the message that I bring to you is one of change, one of great change that is in your midst right now as we speak here and now. Many projects have been underway for some time. Those of us here that you call the Galactics, we have been working on many projects. Those of the Agarthans have been working on many projects as well, all to bring about the shift of consciousness, the ascension of planet Earth, of Gaia and all the people here on the planet and within the planet. That change is in motion, and many projects have come to their completion. There are still more to come. But one particular project that we have been working on for some time now is to bring disclosure to you. It has become quite evident that those of your leaders, your world leaders, are most likely not going to disclose our presence to you, not in a large announcement type of way. It is still possible, but is not looking very likely at this time, at least not in the near future. So we are bringing disclosure to you. We are showing ourselves more and more to those of you who have eyes to see, yes, but also to those that are not quite ready to get the glimpses that you have had for some time now. More of you are getting these glimpses as well. It is because that you believe that you are more and more seeing, just as the story you heard of James and his beloved Joanna and how they saw one of our ships, just as many of you at our last advance saw our ships. That is going to be more and more commonplace, where many will look up in the skies and they will see what at first appears to be a jet or a plane, but at further glance, as they look more closely and as they open their third eye to the possibilities, they will then see what had not been able to be seen before because of the cloaking process. But we are uncloaking our ships to those who are ready to see. And at first, as I said, you will see our ships and we will appear to many as another jet in the sky, but look more closely and you will see that it is not a jet. It is not one of your air vehicles that come from this planet, but rather one of the ships that fly high above your planet and are constantly monitoring all that is occurring here. We, the Pleiadians, as well as the Sirians, the Andromedans, the Arcturians, all of us are monitoring everything that is happening here on the surface. And I can tell you without any doubt whatsoever, there will never be any major catastrophes that have been spoken of in the past that have been in your old timeline. For you have entered a new timeline that has been forged by your consciousness, those of you, the Lightworkers and Light Warriors, that have created this new level of understanding that is now possible. And I tell you more and more to look up at the skies, see our ships, communicate with us telepathically. You are beginning to use your telepathic abilities, which is what you will use when we come in full contact with you. You will have learned to do this, or I should say, relearn how to do this, because all of you have used telepathic abilities before, and this is the communication that we use. Many of you have seen our ships. You've seen the blinking of our ships where we send the light to you, but again, it is only for those that have the eyes to see. But know that we are communicating with you, and if you send a telepathic message to us, we will reciprocate that message in some way, so that you know that you are not looking at a satellite. You are not looking at simply stars in the sky. Many of those stars that you see in the sky are what you and many others think are stars are not. They are our ships, and the ships count in the millions and millions. So gaze at the stars, but see beyond that. See what has not been available to you in the past, because you have not been ready to utilize your third eye, but now you are. Now you are ready to open up to the vistas that have been beyond the seeing previously. Use your imagination, and notice how your dreams and your waking state consciousness is changing. Not is going to change, is in the process of changing now in this moment, for we are here. We have always been here. But now we are ready to move into the next phase of the operation of disclosure here on this planet to all of you who are ready, and to many others who are on the verge of becoming ready or opening up to the possibilities that before were closed to them because they were closed to anything outside of the normal or anything outside of the ordinary. But the programming that you have grown up with many, many lifetimes, you are able to go beyond that programming because your third eye is reawakening, because your DNA is reconnecting once again, because your high heart is becoming reawakened and reestablished, because your soul star chakra has become reawakened. This is occurring within our group, Ancient Awakenings, during our last advanced retreat. All of these things are leading to the full realization that we are here and we are ready to welcome you, just as you are ready to welcome us. Be at peace, my brothers, my sisters, and my dear friends, for the time is close now. The time in your understanding is close, where we will be fully in your proximity, and you will be more fully in our proximity at a physical understanding, at a physical level. Not so much physical in your 3D world, but physical in your 4D and even 5D world. All of my peace and love will be with all of you each and every day and each and every moment. Find the joy in those moments. Ka-Ra via James McConnell. Now the update from the Pleiadians, channeled through Christine Day for October 2019. Beloved ones, we greet you. There is much to be revealed to you this month as you choose to reconnect within the vastness of your own heart. Understanding and clarity will be given to you. This is your time for the self-empowerment of divine love to be released through you. This love transmits naturally from your heart into your physical cells to create a transmutation of your own unique light to nourish your cells. Your sacred nature embodies love, and as you choose to actively engage within your heart, there is a deep metamorphic process that is taking place within your cells. This is your time to take moments to activate this unfolding within you. This is a self-birthing process of you unfolding by reactivating the love within. Be willing to let go and allow the changes to unfold within your life. Consciously celebrate and own your life no matter how it appears within the illusion. Gratitude for what is in your life brings to you receivership of a higher blessing. This is a time for blessings to be returned to you. Open up and let go, celebrating your path, and engaging deeply with all that you have created for yourself at this juncture. Do not regret your experiences that you have created. Simply be a witness to all that you have experienced. And now open into all that is about to be revealed to you on your path. We witness you. Blessings, the Pleiadians. Through Christine Day. And now from Elizabeth Peru. This weekend is interesting in that we're already 1 week on from the supermoon, and indeed what a difference a week makes. Pluto has moved direct and energy has lightened up, yet some people could still be having a mentally draining time of it right now. Are you? This is from ElizabethPeru.com. Now from the Zolkin Times. Today, Kin 85. Red Resonant Serpent. Resonant is the name for the number 7, and its keywords are attune, inspire, and channel. The 7th day is all about adjusting your frequency, tuning yourself in so you may receive wisdom from the universe. We are now right bang in the middle of the wave spell, so a good time to ponder what you've experienced thus far and attune so you may understand what steps to take next. Today is Red Serpent, which represents life force, instinct, and survival. The serpent is a very sensitive creature. It detects every slight movement and has a good handle on everything going on in its vicinity. On serpent days, we too can use our senses to work out what is going on, feel the subtle vibrations, and use your snake sense. Serpent also represents transmutation. As it is said, if you can survive a snake bite, you become stronger. This symbolizes transmuting your own poison or darkness or whatever prevents you from vibrating higher. Take advantage of this energy today and process the venom you may be poisoning yourself with and set it free. As it is a resonant day, channel the wisdom you need to help succeed. And from Rhea Dopmeiser, the Red Resonant Serpent, a Galactic Activation Portal Day. These are special interdimensional days when our other dimensions open up and are more easily accessible. These are generally high energy days. The current wave spell is Blue Storm and the year is White Wizard. Red Serpent survives, life force. When operating in the light of today's energy, the positive aspects are protection, instinct, purification, healing, creativity, body wisdom, intuition, passion, and intimacy. Shadows. When operating in the shadow of today's energy, typical symptoms are making decisions based on familiarity and security rather than intuitive wisdom, not listening to your body wisdom, loneliness or lack of love. The transformation is to come out of the shadow, follow your gut feelings and intuition to make choices in the moment, learn to use passion and the senses to access and align with the higher self. You are the love you seek. Today's question is, how can I attune my service to others? The mantra for Kin 85, Red Resonant Serpent. I channel in order to survive, inspiring instinct. I seal the store of life force. With the resonant tone of attunement, I am guided by the power of navigation. I am a galactic activation portal. Enter me. So there you have it for today's transmissions. As always, let us know how you're feeling, what you're seeing, what you're experiencing. Everything you share in the comments goes out into the field, out into the collective. And it assists and helps other Lightworkers, Starseeds, Loveworkers that are going through the same experiences that you may be. The synchronicities are confirming all that we're experiencing, all that we're seeing, feeling. So let us know what you're experiencing to assist all Loveworkers on this great mission for this ascension process. As we rise up, raising in frequency, resonance, rising in spirit, lifting the spirit of ourself and through self-realization of our true self, our true nature, to assist all humanity through this great shift of ages, what we call the Golden Age or New Earth, New Eden, the Pure Land. I'd like to also thank everyone on this mission of the Healing Retreat Center in Ecuador, South America, and the sustainable community in the foothills of the Andes, which is in the process in the research and development. We are using a CBD business to raise funds for this mission, for this endeavor. So you can join us at cbdpeaceoil.com. I'd like to thank everyone that has joined us so far. There's 476 on the team right now. If you have joined on our team for the business, I created a group on Facebook. You can find us at CBD Team Ecuador. Just do a search for under the search in Facebook and submit an invitation to that group. Or you can connect with myself and send me a message. You can look me up, Paul Butler, or my Facebook name is Crow Transformation. The crow is one of my totems, one of my spirit animals that I work with for many, many years. So thank you for joining us today. Thank you for all that you're doing for humanity and all life in all realms. Have a beautiful and blessed day. I love you all. Namaste.